So, it has come to my recent attention that one of my old best friends has made an exposing video on me, and to that, I have to say a few things. All of it is untrue, and viewer discretion is advised, because this covers a few topics that might not be comfortable for somebody. Alright, so basically in this video, I cover how Voidxp said some not so true things about me. And the first thing I want to say is that by now, he's probably editing and making a new video for this about how he's exposing me a second time. And I'm going to list how this is untrue. Here are basically all the DMs. I'm going to show like an OBS recording of it. Here you go. This starts here on, what's today? 5/31/2025. On 5:55 p.m. Central Time. The first thing he says is, "Fuck you, no tower then." I had caught him using mods, Irish shaders, which I explicitly said no other mods except fucking lithium and sodium. And he disobeyed that, so I banned him. It wasn't going to be permanent, it was only going to be for a day. And then, this is what he said. He said, "Fuck me," right? So I said, now you're being toxic. That's one more week to your ban, right? He said, "Don't care, build the tower yourself, fuck you." So now, we go to Meow H1. Subscribe here, scroll up here. Irish shaders don't affect gameplay, you dumb fuck. It affects the person using it. I'm giving you time to calm down, 1 hour. Not others. Until then, I won't respond. So then, Meow1 then says, "Let me get this straight. Using Irish shaders is not affecting anybody, but you are still banning them for no real reason, which means that you did a false ban. You're the biggest idiot I've ever seen. So the logic you use is that if you see anybody using a mod that doesn't affect anyone, which includes Irish shaders, that means you'll automatically ban them? Now, that's not my point. I was just saying I didn't want them to use mods, including Irish shaders. I don't care what kind of mod it is. My point wasn't I was just going to ban them for using mods, period. I just wanted to keep the server safe, because you can still modify jar files, and I didn't want to take the chances at all. Because I know Voidxp sometimes uses modded clients on servers, so I just wanted to be safe, and I banned him. For a day. Only a day. I gave him multiple warnings to stop using the shader, too. And he said no. And then he said I took the server. I said, nope, I made it, which is true. I made the server. I made the server myself. And then he said, so your logic is if you made it, it's automatically your server. But he was the co-owner. I made it. I made the server. It was my server. It's under my name. Sure, he might have been the co-owner, but he didn't even have access to the server. It's like, I'll show you. It's like literally like an actual server. So like, yeah, it's automatically my server. Anyway, he was the co-owner. I said, yeah, and I had the idea. And he said, which means you banned the co-owner for no reason at all. Untrue. I banned him. I gave him, what was it, like 5 chances to delete Irish shaders, and he still didn't. And he said, and then he replied to, yeah, and I had the idea with, no, you didn't. And I said, I did, and that's the truth. And he said, in reality, you're the ripoff, and banned the person that made the idea of the server, which was Void. I said, nope. And then he said, so you sent an entire false ban for shaders. Like I said last time, it's not a false ban. Voidxp, to me, was known for modifying jar files and putting modified clients in them. One of which is the one that he would usually use, would be Irish shaders. And a little bit, when I clicked on the stream, I saw him flying for a second. So I automatically assumed that he was using mods. So, no. Just to scare Meownich1, I said, see ya in court. And Meownich1 then replied with, what do you mean? You didn't come up with the server idea. He did, so you took his idea and made it to a ripoff. I said, no, I made the idea, and he took it, he deleted it, then I made one. He said, so what's your point? Him using mods and you the one who made the server gives you the right to ban him for no reason. Now, I didn't ban him for no reason. If you've been listening to me for like the past 5 minutes here, you would know that I banned him for using mods and flying for modifying the jar file of Irish shaders. So, again, no reason. Untrue. And then I just said, I'm done with this. Meownich1 then replies, for shaders, man. For shaders. Skull emoji. I then start a call that lasted like 11 minutes at 6:12 p.m. Meownich1 basically explained how it was like shaders and all that. And I told him in that call that he was flying with the modified jar file, and he asked me if I had proof. Now, I wasn't really recording at that point, because why would I record a personal call with somebody? That's illegal. It is. You can look that up. Without one party's consent, that is illegal. So, yeah. Wouldn't do that. And then, this is where he blocks me, as you can see. Yep. So now, we get back to this. In the middle of all of this, I go to him and I say, look, give me a reason to unban you, and I might. He said, no, I don't want to. You didn't allow me to use Irish shaders, and you knew even beforehand I didn't do anything before. Untrue. I saw him flying. Anyway, then he replies, well, so why take action now? When I built already half the tower and was just destroying it to use Lightmatica so I can build the tower for my single-player world into the server. I didn't want any mods on the server, and that was final. Final. And, by the way, just so you remember, this is the future video that he's gonna make, because I saw him using OBS Studio, like, right here, when I was saying all this. Anyway, I offered to unban him. I literally offered to unban him. I said no mods, and that's final. He asked if he could have Irish shaders, and I said no. I just outright said no. He replied with ... and I said it's a mod. He replies with bro. I replied with understand. And then Voidxp replies with, does it affect anyone though? I reply with, I'm trying to keep the server safe. I'm the owner. I came up with the server, so it's fine. And then he said, bro, you're a damn ripoff of the old one. Okay, first of all, I'm not. Second of all, if I was, that has nothing to do with this drama. You don't have to say anything about that if I was. So, no. And I replied to him by saying, I came up with the idea, so, no. And he said, no, yes, we did agree to make it together, but at least allow shaders. I said, N-O, period. And then he said, we came up with the server idea, so you made the name and made the server because my PC can't handle it. Untrue. I made the server, and then he joined it, and then asked for coal on it. So, in reality, he's lying here. I said, untrue. And then he said, yes, I did delete the own one, and you made a revamp. Untrue. This is not a revamp. It's what I came up with. Anyway, I then reply with, you were going. I said I'd make it, and I said, were. Voidxp then replies with, you too, and you harass people, even saying you'd kill yourself in the old server, the Voidxp SMP. Untrue. I said it as a joke. And apparently he did not get that, Because in the original exposing video, he made that one of his main points. Funny. Very funny. He even said in a call that it would be a joke. I said that I was going to make a joke, and he took it seriously. And he replied with ... I then replied, and I said it to you. You did not say that. Alright, so, here we go. That was, as you know, that was chapter 0, I think. I don't know. Basically, here we are again, and there is 2 parts to this. That is, the one that you just saw was the second video that he's probably gonna make, and this is replying to the first video that he made. Alright, thank you, and here it is. Alright, so everybody, this is another part of the video. This is chapter 2, where I talk about the first video. Alright, so this first video consists of him yapping about his Discord not showing on OBS or something, although it was. And, yeah, here we go.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, it'll be a little bit different from my other usual videos. So, I'm exposing one of my friends who has sent corn to maps, or...
Alright, let me reply to this. I never sent any corn. Alright? Corn to maps. What is maps? Anyway, aka pedos. I think he got that mixed up. The pedos sent the porn to me. I never sent that to them, first of all. So, that's one theory debunked. Put a little thing in the screen up here.
AKA pedos. Even saw him send it in group chats that I am in, to adults and even children.
Alright, to that, I have to say, where's the proof of that? Okay? Where's the proof of that? You could have showed blurred proof or anything of the sorts, and if you would have, this would have been a lot easier for you. So that's 2 theories debunked.
May those problems be resolved? I don't know. But in the meantime, while he thinks about his actions, I'll show you guys the proof, but not the parts where he sent corn to the group chats. So I have soon left those chats. And I said, and I quote, said, I hope you guys go to hell, or something like that. Even though—
Alright, let me put context to that. I said I wanted co-founder back, and then Taken messaged me something. I think it was like, sorry or something. And I replied with a metaphor saying, see you in hell, not burn in hell or rot in hell or anything. I said see you. So, untrue, irrelevant. So that's kind of true. So put another marker here. Kind of true, and then false.
A member of my Discord telling me that he was forgiven, but said that to him for telling him not to do it again, and even doxing me.
Alright, let me reply to the doxing one. I never doxed him. That was MeowNitch1. Okay, so MeowNitch1 is now in this drama. I never doxed him. I never doxed Voidxp. That was MeowNitch1. I don't even know how to dox, so no.
I don't know if my Discord's popping out.
Anyway, now you see, in half of this, he's like talking about how his Discord's not popping up, so I'll just skip through this. Tickets. Okay. So, let me say another thing. We were in a call on this, and he said he wanted to do a fake drama. So that's why I put this here. And then it actually started up as real drama. Because I wasn't expecting him to make a video, and it to actually kind of gain a little bit of traction. Anyway, that's funny. But yeah. This drama, most of it, if not all of it, has been fake. This first video will be fake. And, well, let's continue with that, just to clarify. I said, and I'm done. He says, go ahead. Yeah, he blocks me. Go forward, go forward, go forward. Okay. And that's all. He didn't. I said, then cry yourself to sleep. I hope you stub your toe at 3 a.m. And I didn't even do anything. I do have bad mental problems. The only way I express myself is fucking anger. And then he says, I said, yes, I can do it. He said, did you ask him? Look at my roles. I'm co-founder. Anyway. Funny. Because he didn't really even show any proof. But I have proof of him saying the N-word. I know. Big whoop, right? Big whoop. Big whoop. Let's see if I can find it, because that's not doing that good. Alright. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. Sorry about that. Let's see. He deleted it. But wait, did he? Did he do it or did he not? Alright, well, here you go. Here it is. Here's the proof. Here is the proof. So, in reality, this has been flipped on his head. He said the N-word, and he even made jokes about it. I don't know if I can find this anywhere. I don't know where I would find it. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I sent it here, and then he deleted it, I think. No, I didn't. Where is it? No, I'll find it. I think I'll be able to find it. Okay, no. Yeah, he deleted it. That's funny. He literally deleted it. But yeah. He said the N-word. And I think I have that in group chats too. I can ask him in the group chat. It might be in here. Hold on. Old, relevant, yeah. Okay. Nothing. I can check my server. There is probably some in my server. TBH. Oh. Gen chats. Let's see. Voidxp. Is he even still in the server? No. Okay. That's funny. Let's see if I can find it in the server. Alright, so I couldn't find any more proof. But that is there. That's the evidence you got. And not to mention, but he also associates himself with somebody who says it way more than him, named Waylon. Now that, I find, is very funny. Let me find these little DMs of his little friend Waylon saying this. Now you may argue that this is his past, but he's the same age now as he was in those pictures. So I really, very much don't want to hear that. Because this is the truth. Ethan, Puppet Bread, use, yeah, I think this would be it. No. Okay. taken Voidxp. Nope, I'm trying to find it. Give it a second. Unless I get, like, kicked from it or something. No, I'll stay. I think it's this one. No, it wasn't. This one? Possibly. No. I'll find it.